and with no known face, anti-establishment, sitting in the center of an establishment in Delhi. But I thought it would not be proper for me to introduce the film before it began, because it is not proper for a director to talk about the film before watching the film, before the audience watches the film. So it is, now I can tell you that we did this film, like me and 5 kids in the early 20s. The protagonist, Polash Aryun, who has been my long-standing associate for the last 8 years. And this is his first film actually, in the role of a protagonist. He and like 4 of his friends, the 5 of us, we shot this film totally guerrilla style, without any lights, without any equipment, for a period of 4 months in the Sundarbans. So we stayed in the Sundarbans, the 6 of us, and we shot this film just like that, because I was not getting any producer, being a film with a political slant as it is. No new guy, I mean no known face. I was not getting producer, but I had to make this film for some reason. So I just went away.
We have very limited time for 3 questions, and I request, if you have any questions, please raise your hand. Keep it short, and it should be related to the films only.
Yeah, hi. For the protagonist, the trigger point was the killing of those tribal people. What was your trigger point that inspired you to make this film?
Oh, the trigger point is not a single trigger point. I was just wondering that if Shahid Bhagat Singh were to be alive today, or if he were to be reborn today, or if Shukanta Bhattacharya, who is a poet in Bengal, if he were to write a poem like The Matchstick, the Shraikati, what would happen to them? How would they be defined? Because it's a very thin line between being a revolutionary and an extremist. It's a very thin line. So the question here is he an extremist or is he a patriot? I mean, I'm sure that his path we may not be agreeing with his path. It may not be the most agreeable of paths. But I'm sure the feelings that he has for his country, for his nation, for his country, for the countrymen, I think that was a trigger point, and it has been accumulating for over a decade now, and more than that. So that was a trigger point for me, and hence for Palash.
Hi, love the movie. This is actually about you, not related to the movie though. With the current climate in the country, everybody is so polarized right now. And questioning the politician has suddenly become anti-national. So how are you planning to handle when you are going to be called anti-national after this movie?
No one called me anti-national because, the film was lapped up by the Kolkata audience for 2 months straight, okay, and it was a hit for a film of its kind. So those people who love the film, and all of you would be anti-nationals, Then the country is full of anti-nationals. Any patriot who actually questions the power, it is our responsibility to question the people in power, because we are putting them there. We are putting them in the chair. That is what Polash says, that during the election time right now, we had elections in Bengal. They come begging, vote din, vote din, vote din. But once they have got the votes, they have secured the votes, they suddenly become the kings and the queens. And we are turned into the beggars, So if I'm an anti-national, Polash is an anti-national, then all of you who have sat right through the film and probably liked the film are also anti-nationals. So that's the answer.
We can take one more question and we will have to end the session.
हाय मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि आपने जो पूरी फिल्म जो थी इसमें एक इंस्टेंस ये था कि वो लास्ट में ही वाज सेटिंग और वो बोल रहा है कुछ, तो एक इसमें ये बोलता है वो कि पॉलिटिशियंस का ग्रीड वो मेन प्रॉब्लम है. तो मेरा मतलब इस पूरे फिल्म को लेके एक क्वेश्चन ये था कि मेरे को काफ़ी लग रहा है कि एक पेटी बोर्जुआ रिवोल्यूशनरी एक सेंटिमेंट से पूरी फिल्म ड्राइव हो रही है. तो मतलब उसको लेके मेरी बात थी कि आपको थोड़ा ये कैसे ये चीज़ आई जहन में आपके?
अभी मैं बोला the politicians are actually controlled by, they are actually controlled by more vested interests, and they sell off a lot of things, and they sell off the country, and they do a lot of things which they can probably resist. So we can talk outside because it's a very long answer. Yeah. The censor board, they quite liked the film in Calcutta.
That's a good change.
Alright, I think due to limited time we will have to end the session. I would like to thank you, Ranjan, for bringing this wonderful The Unbroken. Thank you for the film, and thank you for being here today.
Thank you everyone. Thank you for coming.
I would like to give a small token of love. That I would like to, Irana, I would like you to take this.
Thank you.